Okay, hi, Hate E. How are we going? So I'm creating these videos just to help you guys along with this stuff. If you find it confusing in class or if you didn't get everything, then watch these videos and make sure that you can watch them over and over again to really get this stuff down and to understand it for the assessments. So today I'm going to be going through feudalism in Japan. And this is an introductory lesson on what feudalism is and to compare Japanese feudalism to European feudalism. So we'll be going through the whole range of different social groups in feudal Japan and defining exactly what they did in society. First of all, to aid your progress in learning, I think you should write down every point that I write down here. You'll be able to see the screen and you can see me down in the corner here. So I'll start off by defining what feudalism is. So you should know by now from what we studied in Europe that feudalism is a system for organizing groups of people within society. So feudalism was a system for organizing groups of people within society. So there are many types of organizations and hierarchies in society, and you need to be able to know this word hierarchy to be able to apply it in your assessments. The hierarchy in modern day senses are the hierarchies you get in the workplace. So you get a boss, you can get someone who's a manager, you get a normal worker, and you can see this happening at every workplace around the world. So feudalism was a system of organizing people. Like the system in place across most of medieval Europe, feudalism in Japan was classified by social groups in order of their importance. So in Japan, just like medieval Europe, it was organized in order of importance. Okay. So that's the key function of feudalism and the triangle that we were talking about earlier in the lesson. Each of these groups were organized from least important to most important. They had a system that was flowing from one type of importance to the other type of importance. And this was based on the rights and responsibilities of each group. So each social group had certain rights, and rights I'm going to highlight there because that's the key word. So rights including what they expected from society, like protection, like the samurai provided protection for many of the other groups, and responsibilities. Excuse my spelling. And responsibilities, which were the work they performed in return for the rights. For the rights that they were given in society. This was an example of this is military service. Okay, so you writing this stuff down with me is going to avoid you getting bored and it's going to help your learning. So a person's responsibility, the person's position in this hierarchy was determined at birth and strictly set. So it was strictly set. It didn't move. If you were born a samurai, you were a samurai for the rest of your life. You couldn't work harder and become the emperor. Unlike in the social structures in society today, where you can work really hard and become a CEO and get a lot of money and sort of be the CEO of Apple, for instance. That wasn't set up in society back then. So if you were born into something, you were there for the rest of your life. they were not able to move between social classes, between social groups, not able to move between social groups. And in fact, there were restrictions on the level of interactions between groups. So okay, so hopefully that gives you a basic introduction to what the feudal system was like. So people weren't allowed to mingle and everyone had certain rights and responsibilities.